What's up, guys? It's Ryan. I want to talk about something that's really important. We want to talk about smart long-term plan. I can't tell you how many times when people call us to buy a house or to see if they qualify, they say, yeah, I just bought a car, now I want to see if I can buy a house. Guys, that is in the reverse order in which you should do something. Let's talk real quickly about the process of which you should focus on when you're trying to buy a house and how you should save your money and when to use that money or how to invest that money so that you can better your chances or better your odds of buying a house and getting a car and getting all those things that you want at the end of the day. The first is you got to start by saving a little bit of money. It doesn't have to be a lot. For a lot of people, they look and they say, they think they start here and they have to go right to here. It doesn't happen that way, guys. Take baby little steps, okay? Take bite-sized little morsels. Start off with a little action, a little something that you can do that's achievable and that's not going to create anxiety for you. You want to make this something that's fun, something that at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of 6 months, you can look back and say, wow, look at my progress. So start off by saving a little bit of money. As you start to save this little bit of money, that little bit of money turns into more money. And over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years, that money turns into a lot of money. Why? Because you took that incremental step to start small, go bigger, go bigger. It's just like anything else. It's like running. First you run at a certain pace, then you start to run faster, you run faster. When you're building, you start building small, you start building tall. It's all about taking the incremental daily steps. Once you then have enough money saved up, forget the car. Don't mind my drawing, I sucked at art as a kid. Focus on the house. Take this money and put it into an asset, an appreciating asset, something that is going to grow in value over the course of time. Think about how much houses have grown, or the value of houses have grown over the last 2 or 3 years, or 5 years, say. They have shot up tremendously. And then guess what? Once you buy that house, go back. The next step should be focusing on how to save more money again. Why? Because then you can go and buy that car. But first you want to make sure that you have money saved, because what you don't want to do is have to finance 100% of all this car. You want to have a nice down payment. First off, you pay less money in interest. Secondly, you probably get a better interest rate. Now, how do you get a better interest rate? By focusing on credit. And what's one of the best ways to do while you're doing all of this here? It's to be building credit and never carrying credit card debt. I will always say this. Credit card debt is the cancer of your finances. So from the beginning, when you start this process, you should start with your first credit card, okay? That's credit card number one. Doesn't matter if it's the Discover Student card, if it's just a regular, Capital One, or if it's a credit union, whatever it is, start off with one credit card. Then, as you have that first credit card, get a second credit card, and then a third credit card. I am always going to recommend, and I'm always going to tell people, you should have somewhere between a minimum of 3 to 5 credit cards. Now, many people will think that's crazy, and that's okay. You can think that's crazy. If you want to understand how the credit system works and how to increase your odds of not only getting approved for a house, but getting the lowest interest rate, both for a house, for the car insurance, that all stems back to credit. That's why I say, when you start saving money, start building credit, those two things should go at the same time. They should run parallel with each other. Why? Because they both yield big results. Try to buy a house making $100,000 a year and have a 500 credit score. It's not going to happen because no bank's going to lend you money. Okay? So as you're starting to build this pattern here, this daily discipline, this small bite-sized little exercise, and it starts to grow, start building your credit, always remembering, never have credit card debt. If you have credit card debt that you cannot pay at the end of the month, you then stop using that credit card, put it in a safe, put it in your sock drawer, don't touch it again until you go back to a zero balance, a $0 balance or a 0% utilization, okay? That is how, guys, you start from this small little bit of money to having the dream life, and we'll just call this the dream life of having the house, having the car, and still having money in the bank so that you can live comfortably and make sure that if God forbid anything does happen, you have the funds until you get back on your feet and so that you don't have to worry about things anymore, okay? It's really important, guys, to realize that you just have to take those first couple steps and automate it. Okay, it doesn't have to be complicated. Talk to us, call us, we'll tell you, we'll teach you, we'll show you, we'll help you. Just take those first couple steps. Start to save money first, start to build credit second. You should do this both at the same time. And as you incrementally increase those, you'll make a little bit more money, you'll save a little bit more money, then all this will help. Okay? All this will fall into place. All this action here will help you own that house. It'll help you buy that car. It'll help you go on vacation. And then you'll also have the funds to do what you want with your family, whether it's eating out, taking trips. It's all things that will make your life more fun, more enjoyable, and ultimately better. So hopefully you guys found that helpful. We love helping you guys. We love giving you ideas, tips, and tricks, things that are going to help you along the way. Just remember, guys, it all starts with the first step. Take that little bit of education and add a little bit of implementation, and then you too will end up living a good life. Hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon.